Sir, speaking of Pakistan again, now recently we have seen this ceasefire agreement with India, and it was followed by some signals which were interpreted as so-called peace overtures. But then again, Pakistan went back to its usual ways, and we saw a rather comical episode of Imran Khan as the head of cabinet rejecting his own proposal as head of commerce industry to resume trade of cotton and sugar with India. Uh, what explains this schizophrenic attitude of Pakistan, as you've called it in one of your recent articles?
It's a very clear. One, of course, is that Pakistan plays this card every now and then. Okay, let's forget the past, let's move on ahead. This is to convince the West more than anybody else, because they seem to be wanting IMF assistance every second year, third year. They don't follow the norms that are required. They get into trouble again, and again they're required to go back to the IMF. They require waivers of loans taken in the past. They require trade concessions. So they have to keep the West happy. So every now and then there is this point, okay, let's forget the past, let's move on ahead. We are prepared to do that. India is not, So put the ball in India's court without changing their actual behavior. See, saying is one thing, behavior is one. Second is possibly General Bajwa, even Imran Khan, felt that yes, we are trapped by geostrategy. Can we move to geoeconomics? Part would be the Chinese pressure also. If the amount of money coming into Pakistan from China, sustainable or unsustainable debt is another matter altogether. But if these billions are coming into, and they are coming into, let's be frank, into the railroads, railway lines, roads, power plants, etc. Fair amount of money is coming in, 50 billion, 60 billion plus. The Gwadar port, etc. How do Pakistan enable Pakistan to repay these debts, to make this project succeed? That will only happen if Pakistan and India and Afghanistan are stable, that Pakistan's trade with India is there, so that Pakistan economic activity is generated and things will improve, right? So Bajwa made this point. Pakistan faces a crisis in the textile sector. Garments are the very biggest exports. So they wanted to buy cheaper cotton. India is the second largest producer of cotton, or the largest exporter or whatever. They thought they could buy it from India cheap. And sugar, which they need also. So Imran Khan, as the commerce minister, moved the proposal. Bajwa having said we wanted, but to me, the large section of the Pakistani army is not for it. They are happy to forego benefits today. They are happy to lose out, but not let normalcy prevail in India and Pakistan relationship. So they then got other ministers, foreign minister, Minister of Human Rights, Shid Mazari, etc., to speak up. Oh, you betrayed everything that we have done. We've given them Kashmir, opening up trade to India. What have we got out of it, etc., etc. That forced Imran Khan to back out. So it's an unusual case where the army chief and the prime minister saying the same thing, and yet the Pakistani army, using its other politicians, puppets on string, was able to actually do that. So I'm glad we acted very calmly. We didn't get excited when they said anything. India is a free country. You want to buy from India, please buy. Don't want to buy, don't buy from India. You're not making me, doing a favor to me for buying. You're buying cotton and sugar because you need it. See, trade happens between companies, not between countries. Companies are located in countries, fine. So fine, you want to buy, buy, don't want to buy, don't buy. Don't make a big. So now they're taken out a tender. We will buy cotton and sugar open market, but it should not be sourced from India. They're being petty. They want to spite their face by cutting their nose. That's the way the game plays, because at the end, Pakistan suffers, not the Pakistani army. Pakistani army is quite happy to let Pakistan sacrifice to suit its own corporate needs.
Namaste. We hope you enjoyed this Chitti Media content. Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.